Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital 2-week spoilers November 10th to 21st. Carly and Michael's daring gambles explode. General Hospital 2-week spoilers for November 10th to 21st, 2025 take us so deep into sweeps, almost up to the holiday. We're going to talk about Carly Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright's risky move, and Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, is also making a risky move that's shocking. General Hospital 2-week spoilers. Brooke Lynn rattled and Isaiah worried. On Monday, November 10th, we've got Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, shaken up, and she asks Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, to promise that something stays between them. So, I'm guessing the subject is Michael or Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza. It's got to be one of those big things. Also, while Dr. Isaiah Gannon, Andy Wilson, is there in Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr's office at the hospital, Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, drops by the office, and it looks like she might be asking some questions because Isaiah turns around and asks Portia if they should go down to the PCPD, talk to the cops, and just clear things up. So, obviously, her alibi the night of Drew Kane Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, as shooting has come to the forefront. Also, Portia confesses to something on Monday, and I wonder if she admits to Isaiah that, yeah, she definitely had a motive in Drew's shooting, but they both know she didn't do it. She was in bed with Isaiah. General Hospital spoilers. Things look up for Willow. Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, discloses his plan on Monday. It may have something to do with helping Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen. And speaking of that, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, is out at Pentonville on Monday talking to Willow and says she has some good news potentially, and says an alternate suspect is turned up. I don't think she'll care if it's Portia or anybody as long as it means Willow might get out of prison. Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, tries to get Michael to see that this Drew shooting case against Willow needs to go away because they're going to keep targeting Michael. Drew will, and others will, as long as Willow's being accused. And Sonny sees that Michael wants Willow away from the kids. But Sonny disagrees and ironically says that kids need a mom. He's never thought that when he was keeping kids away from their moms. But Michael also says Willow may be convicted by Christmas. But Sonny brings up the other suspect. And I wonder if he's going to mention that it's Portia. Something is a pleasant surprise to Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, on Monday. And she tells Drew they don't have to get rid of Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy. They think Michael will. Joe's telling Emma that it has to be tonight that they break into the lab because they won't get a better shot. General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, November 11th. A shocking lab discovery and Britt in a panic. Tuesday, November 11th. Michael's next move is shocking. It could be about Jocelyn, could be about Willow, could be a little bit of both. Brooke Lynn wants answers. On Tuesday, the kids get into the lab because Gio and Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, are horrified by what they discover. Is it not experimenting on dogs and cats and it's on people? We'll see. Something has Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, quite unsettled on Tuesday. And Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, has a heart-to-heart with Olivia Falconeri, Lisa Lo Cicero, that same day. Maybe about Charlotte Cassadine, Bluesy Burke, and Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, moving closer, which puts her back in her kid's orbit. It could be about Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, somebody else they have in common. Something makes Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, panic, and it may be the break-in at the lab at the university. She doesn't want to be implicated in anything. GH spoilers. Wednesday, November 12th. Brooklyn's desperation and a shock for Willow. Wednesday, November 12th. We've got Brooke Lynn relying on Chase. And you know, if Gio was busted about this break-in, she would be absolutely devastated. Speaking of that, Dalton has awful timing, so I wonder if he's going to show up in the lab and catch Emma and Gio. Alexis feels the pressure from Drew. Obviously, he wants Willow's name cleared. He wants her out of Pentonville. He thinks she's going to come home to him. She hates Drew. I want her to get exonerated just so she can reject Drew. I want to see the look on his face and the big bug eyes when it happens. Willow is shocked on Wednesday, and I wonder if she makes bail or finds out who the new suspect is. General Hospital daily spoilers for Thursday, November 13th. Laura's sacrifice and Dante's case hits home. Thursday, November 13th, we've got Laura Spencer, Jeannie Francis, in the position where she has to make a sacrifice. And I wonder if it's something to do with her run as mayor. And maybe she'll have to sacrifice her friendship with Sonny. Maybe she'll have to sacrifice her role as mayor. Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, is really relieved on General Hospital. I hope we get more scenes with her and her dad Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst. We haven't seen him since Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, got him out of that basement. Dante's police work hits close to home, so Gio and Rocco Falceroni, Finn Francis Carr, and the other kids involved in Dalton's lab break-in might be in trouble. Britt threatens Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota. I wonder if she says she'll report him to their boss. He may want those kids hurt for breaking into the lab. She obviously won't. And Chase gets acquainted with Nathan West, Ryan Pavey. And I wonder if either Chase or Nathan is jealous over Dante. Of course, I really don't think that's Nathan. I just think it's a Nathan-looking person. Or at least it's not Nathan most of the time. GH Friday, November 14th spoilers. Victor's charm offensive and Carly's shock. Friday, November 14th, we've got Sidwell ramping up the charm with Ava Jerome, Maura West. I definitely think Victor is flattering her, blowing smoke because he wants to use Ava because of Sonny. Maybe also because of Lucas Jones, Van Hansis. And Jocelyn's plan blows up on Friday, and this may be her plan against Sonny. Things are tense with Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, and Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper. And Trina may have some things to say with her about the breakup of her parents' marriage. Someone really shocks Carly on Friday, and Britt's worst fears are confirmed. And I wonder if that's about her awful dad, Caesar Faison, Anders Hove. GH 2-week spoilers, November 17th to 21st Anna's fate revealed, Carly's risky war, and Portia's secret exposed. The week of November 17th through the 21st, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, S. fate is revealed. We know she is not in fact on a WSB mission, and somebody is making calls pretending to be her. Now, AI voice fakes are really good right now, but the person that sounds just like her is her supposedly dead twin sister, Alex Merrick, also Finola Hughes. So, we'll find out if she's still alive. I really hope she is and that she's part of this story because I love to see Finola Hughes playing both Charles are trembling once again. And this time, it's not because of mob wars or rogue agents. It's the Corinthos clan themselves, Carly Spencer and Michael Corinthos, who've lit the fuse on a powder keg of explosive consequences. Their daring gambles, each made with fierce conviction and family loyalty, are about to collide in ways that no one, not even Sonny, could have anticipated. Carly's risky play. Taking back control. Carly's been in dangerous territory before, from battling the 5 families to outmaneuvering Nina in the courtroom. But this latest move? It's pure high-stakes poker. After watching Sonny spiral between loyalty to Ava, his unstable business alliances, and his suspicious trust in Rick Lansing, Carly has decided that enough is enough. She's determined to reclaim her power, and she's not afraid to use a few dirty tricks along the way. Rumors swirl that Carly's been working behind the scenes with Brick, her old ally in tech and intelligence. Together, they're quietly mapping Sonny's operation, every shipment, every account, every mole. Carly's plan? To uncover who's been feeding information to the feds, or worse, manipulating Sonny's meds to destabilize him. But here's the kicker. Carly isn't just protecting Sonny. She's protecting herself. If Rick really has planted himself deep inside Sonny's business, and if Ava's loyalties are as slippery as they seem, Carly knows she could be the next target. Her gamble is about power and survival. But the deeper she digs, the more she realizes that someone close, maybe even Michael, has been playing a dangerous game of their own. Michael's secret war. The corporate coup. Meanwhile, Michael Corinthos has been quietly playing a long con that's finally starting to unravel. For months, he's worked to build a fortress around Aurora Media, partnering with Drew Kane and Ned Quartermain in a scheme to gain leverage against Valentine Cassadine and the ever-looming ELQ drama. But in true Corinthos fashion, Michael couldn't resist mixing personal motives with business ones. After learning that Sonny might have a hand in several shadowy business fronts tied to Pikeman's distribution network, Michael took a massive risk, secretly aligning with federal investigators. His goal wasn't to bring his father down, but to force Sonny out of a world that keeps tearing their family apart. But secrets don't stay buried in Port Charles for long. Now, Michael's been discovered. Sonny got wind of his son's corporate cooperation, and what started as a plan to protect the family could destroy it. In a fiery confrontation at the Metro Court, Sonny confronted Michael with the evidence. Encrypted emails, bank records, and a trail of digital breadcrumbs leading straight to Aurora. Michael tried to explain that his intention was never betrayal, that he was trying to save Sonny from a bigger trap. But Sonny's trust, already fragile after years of family betrayals, shattered completely. "Save me," Sonny hissed. "You sound just like your mother." "You don't save me, Michael. You destroy me." The domino effect. Drew's dilemma and Nina's revenge. Drew Kane, caught in the crossfire of Michael's business war and Carly's covert crusade, finds himself in a moral chokehold. He's torn between loyalty to Carly, who stood by him through prison and loss, and the realization that Michael's moves could have federal consequences that take them all down. But Drew isn't one to sit quietly. Sources say he's about to make a bold move of his own, one that could flip the entire narrative. He's considering leaking information to Valentine, creating a temporary truce between enemies to neutralize Rick and the Pikeman chaos. At the same time, Nina's biding her time, watching from the shadows. With Carly and Michael both under federal scrutiny, Nina's holding on to one crucial piece of information that could destroy them. The paper trail linking Carly to insider trading at Aurora. If she decides to hand that file over to the SEC again, this time with irrefutable proof, it could end Carly's freedom for good. But Nina's hesitation comes from one place: Willow. Her daughter's fragile peace is all that stands between Nina and vengeance. Still, as Carly and Michael's gambles start to explode, Nina might decide that karma's timing is too perfect to ignore. Ava and Rick, stirring the pot. Meanwhile, Rick Lansing is thriving in the chaos. Every Corinthos implosion benefits him, and his partnership with Ava Jerome might be the most sinister power duo Port Charles has seen in years. Rick's manipulating Sonny's paranoia while Ava pretends to offer comfort and loyalty. Together, they're feeding both sides of the war, using misinformation to keep the Corinthos family divided. But Ava's no fool. She senses Rick's endgame isn't just about business. It's personal. And when Carly's investigation edges too close to Rick's secret lab tests, remember those mysterious blood results involving Heather and Esme? Ava realizes she may have to turn on Rick before he turns on her. In a moment of rare vulnerability, Ava confides in Carly, a move that shocks everyone. The two women, longtime frenemies and rivals, might find themselves aligned against a common enemy. If they can trust each other long enough, they might expose Rick's role in manipulating Sonny's meds, and clear the path for Sonny's redemption. But in true GH fashion, that alliance could collapse the moment old wounds resurface. Willow caught in the crossfire. Through it all, Willow Corinthos becomes the heart of the storm. As Michael's marriage teeters on the edge of ruin, and Carly's future threatens to implode, Willow tries to be the voice of reason. But even she has limits. The constant deception, the corporate warfare, and the moral ambiguity of everyone around her push Willow toward a breaking point. She loves Michael deeply, but when she discovers that he's been secretly working with federal agents, endangering not just Sonny, but everyone connected to Aurora, she feels utterly betrayed. The question is, can Willow forgive Michael one more time, or is this the crack that finally breaks them for good? The final blow. Carly's plan backfires. The climax hits fast. Carly's undercover digging finally yields proof: Rick's manipulation of Sonny's medication, his ties to Pikeman, and his quiet alliance with a federal informant. She thinks she's won. But just as she prepares to hand the evidence to Anna Devane, the tables turn.